report on 1010 winds. AccuWeather details.
All right.
Now meteorologist Dean DeVore. All right, we've got the
it's raining.
Drizzle in already, and
man, I'm sick of the rain. 1877 Cars for Kids. I've heard that's a bad organization that's connected with the mob. I don't know if that's true, but yeah, it is a rainy Monday. Mark in the minivan with Pearl. And we are getting ready to walk 2 miles in the rain, and it's not going to go well. I'll tell you why, because I forgot the dog biscuits. So that is going to be an issue, and Pearl's going to be freaking pissed. So drinking some Starbucks. Here's the deal. Zakk Wylde got the blabbermouth headline about, Ozzy's vocal performance being on that first Black Sabbath self-titled record being great, and he puts it right up there with any other vocal performance. He's comparing it to other people and saying that he'll put it right up there with any other vocal performance. And I'm assuming he's meaning like Gillan and Plant, and Ozzy's right up there with those guys. And I agree with that. I did watch the interview that this quote came from. It's with Jenny McCarthy, the anti-vaccine queen, who has done the country a great disservice by telling people not to get vaccines. But that's a whole nother video, I think. Anyways, it's interesting to see people like Jenny McCarthy, who obviously probably knows nothing about Zakk, interview Zakk. And it's not a bad thing. I think people like this sometimes get good stuff out of a guy like Zakk Wylde. Whereas I'm going to ask all these like nerdy questions to Zakk. When you don't know anything about him, sometimes the interview flows a little better just because you don't know anything about him. So I actually give her credit. She got some good stuff out of him. I love if you jump to the last part of the interview, like it's about a 16-minute interview. I suggest watching just the second half. That's where he's talking about Ozzy, and he talks about Ozzy asking him why he's still here, and Ozzy is saying I don't smoke cigarettes, I don't do drugs, I don't drink booze, my cock doesn't even work anymore, why am I still here? It's kind of funny. And Zakk does a dead-on impression of Ozzy. So that again is Zakk Wylde on Jenny McCarthy's show. It looks like it's a serious radio show that they just uploaded the YouTube video from. And it's kind of awkward because Jenny McCarthy never seems to look up from her notes, which is bad if you're shooting video. You need to sometimes look at the camera. Yeah, so that's that, man. And I did want to finish with saying Ozzy's vocal performances on those records in the 70s. I mean, go back to Sabotage, which I know is a record that the Sabbath guys don't have the fondest memories of, and they're wearing some funky, weird outfits on the cover with the mirror thing. And, it's something that they don't have good memories of making. That's pretty well documented. But that vocal performance on Sabotage, as well as all the other Sabbath records, but specifically on Sabotage for me, I don't know if it's the way it's recorded, the way he's hitting those notes, he is on fire. And also, if you listen to some of the live stuff that they've put out from that era, which there was no going in and fixing stuff, that was a bootleg. I forget what's the album. It's slipping my mind, but it was basically a bootleg that then Sabbath officially re-released. And that is phenomenal. Ozzy could sing his freaking ass off. And if anyone ever criticizes Ozzy's vocal performance, I just go back and listen to that stuff, and listen to the stuff in the 80s too. I mean, Ozzy really has a unique voice, and sure, maybe he can't hit the notes like he used to, but it's the color of his voice. And having a good voice isn't just about hitting the notes. It's having a voice that people relate to. And Ozzy, his range, like I said, was phenomenal back in the day. Today, maybe he doesn't quite have that range anymore, but who does when they're in their 70s? Very few people. And he has an emotional quality to his voice that we relate to. And that is one of the greatest things about Ozzy's voice. But again, yeah, as far as a singer goes, man, the guy can sing. Ozzy is a great singer. And if you don't agree with me, unsubscribe from this station, because I really don't want you watching this station. If you think Ozzy sucks, just get lost. Really, seriously. Go.